So I was down at a local gig. I saw this band. They're called Acrasia. Well, crazy, and that's what the drummer is. No, but really, the drummer is really good, and I noticed this guy all out of control with his stick tricks and whatnot, and then I realised, oh man, I went to high school with that guy, actually really great friends with him, so I'll probably get him on this little program, have a chat with him. And this is Davey Boy, Dave Ruberto, plays drums like you wouldn't believe. Give it up.
That's right.
That's it. I first saw you play drums in Plan the Escape. I think you're in year 7. You must have been like 12 years old.
Yeah, something like that.
Rocking out to LaGrange.
Yeah.
So was that your first gig with that band, or?
Plan the Escape was a funny one. It started with me and Brad in primary school.
Really?
Yeah, and we kept playing in high school in year 7, and then Lukey Boy joined, and he's like, "Oh man, I want to play in your band." I'm like, "Yeah, alright, come try out." We just gelled really well, and yeah, started playing covers and then writing our own stuff.
A little birdie told me that the drummer in Acrasia,
Yeah.
is also the primary songwriter.
Yes, yeah. I am. I do.
Expand on that?
Well, it's a tough one. Like, I basically do all the work. I write all the songs. I sing all the parts. I record. Basically, what you're listening to is me, and then everyone else just kind of plays shows. But
so you're essentially the guide. You are the guide for everyone. You're like, here's what needs to happen. Here's how this should be sung, so on, and then everyone else fills the gaps.
Yeah, that's right. No. It's pretty even with us. Like, Nick, the guitarist, is he writes a lot of the stuff. Like, when he's writing a new song, he goes insane and like locks himself in his room for months. And he'll be like, "All right, I got this like laid out, and then I'll come in and do all the drums and change all the drums up, and we'll go from there and expand on that." But yeah, it's scary times when we're writing in Acrasia because we lose track of time. We'll get there at like 6 o'clock at night. We'll get a kebab, and then by the time it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, we're like, "Oh man, I got work tomorrow." And I'll be pretty seedy after that. But yeah, Nick does a lot of the work, and Phil comes in and does the vocals and writes all the melodies and stuff like that.
So when you're like, "Oh, I got work in the morning," you don't actually do real work. You just play drums.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
your work. Your job is
right.
a drum teacher.
Yeah, I play drums, but it's a hard gig, man, when you're running off like 3 hours sleep and you got to hit beats all day.
With all your stick tricks and things like that, that's all, like, as far as I can remember watching you, has always been a part of your set and gotten like more of a feature as you've gotten a bit older. How has that developed? Is that something that you've consciously done?
Yeah, it started off, like, the stick tricks now, they're just like a habit. It's a bad habit too, because I do it in lessons, and then kids come out, they're like, "Oh yeah, he was doing this stick trick thing," and then the next week they won't learn anything, and they'll just be like trying to flip their sticks and stuff like that. So it's a bad habit, but I took it from Tommy Lee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a massive influence of mine.
Recently when I bumped into you at like the rock garage or something,
yeah,
and you had just been, or you were just about to go play the drum clinic.
Yeah.
Or were you just like representing a stand, or were you performing at that?
Yeah, I was doing both. I was at the Kazan cymbal booth for both days at the Australia's Ultimate Drummers Weekend. So I was there, kind of helping out. A lot of drummers there, a lot of people, like drumming community. So I was there, just kind of hanging out all day. But yeah, I did a 10-minute solo at Australia's Ultimate Drummers Weekend. So I jumped up and did a spot. I've done it 2 years in a row now. And both of those times have been the most nerve-wracking thing ever.
What's the most amount of coffees you've ever had in one day?
Oh man, like today I've had like 6. Like,
is that stand? What the
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And they're not like coffees, like instant coffees at work. I'll go to a cafe and get like a takeaway cappuccino, or I'll sit there and have a cappuccino.
So you went to Adelaide with Acrasia. That was a blast. You didn't bathe for a long time.
No, I didn't.
Have you been anywhere else with the band? It's been pretty exciting.
This year, no, it was just Adelaide and then a whole bunch of Melbourne shows. I went up to Sydney. I played VidCon, like a massive. It's like way bigger than what I thought.
What is VidCon?
It's like a YouTube festival.
Really?
Yeah, it was at the convention center there. I was like, wow. You know, I didn't think it'd be that big, but they opened up two of they got these massive halls, and it was two of them. There was like 6,000 people there.
Is there any like hidden talents that you have?
Oh, hidden talents. I can play pool pretty well.
No, I mean like a hidden talent that you can demo right now.
Oh.
Give us like a double jointed.
Oh, okay, I got
twist
one.
your arm around or something.
You might
bro.
need to zoom in. This is a tongue shot. This is a tongue trick.
For the ladies out there.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. How's that?